Hi, and welcome to camera control in this boat sailing within Unity. So let me show you guys how this works. However, it's all about controlling the camera. You see, the camera is actually following the sailor on the boat. That is what this tutorial is all about. And we can even turn. Let's turn left so that we can see those beautiful buildings over there. Look at them. Okay, let's turn left more. And we can even turn all the way back and come back. Okay, so what I am going to do now is I am going to actually take you guys to Unity development environment and we put one of this together. So let's do that now, guys. Okay, I'm going to start a new tutorial. Click on new and we give our project a name. I'm just going to call that sailboat and select 3D. Okay, let's just click on create. Okay, now that my system is ready, the next thing I'd like to do now is to come straight to the hierarchy here. Or if you don't, or if you want, you can always go to game object, select 3D, and let's select panel. And this is my very panel. I'm going to make this size approximately 100, and the z-axis is going to be 100 as well. There, and I believe you guys do have your standard asset. So let's kind of like zoom in. Now the next thing I would like to do is, you see right inside my standard asset, I'm going to click on that and let's go straight to the environment. And inside the environment, we go to the water and let's select waterfall. Inside waterfall, we need prefab right here. Right here, there inside the prefab, we need waterfall sample. Drop that there. And there we go. So let's move it up a little bit so that the water is above the plane. Okay, let's come right here. You see the waterfall, the water itself. I'm going to change the size of that to approximately 100, while the volume is going to remain as 1 and the z-axis is going to be 100 as well. Yeah, that's my water there now. And right here, if you guys want, you can always change how you want your water to look like right here. Okay, just click on that and I'm just gonna make it a little bit bluish. And here, do that here, and we can make it a little bit darker. Right, that is fine. Now, the next thing I'd like to do is I may have to hide these because I'm going to need the sand. Okay, and to do that, first of all, let's add the material. I'm going to create a folder, and that folder I'm just going to call it material there. And inside this very folder, select it again. I'm going to now add material, and I'll just call that sand. So let's go to the property of this material. So you see this albedo. I'm going to click on this small icon here and let's look for sand. That is it right there. All of these are from the standard asset. Just double click on that and that is that. It's right there. So we have the sand material there. I want to now place this sand material straight inside the plane. There we go. You see that? One other thing I like to do is just to change that to 100. The ties, I'm going to change that to 100 by 100. There. So that's taken care of. When we run our program now, this is what you guys are going to see. There we go. You can see the water or the ocean and that's the sand. So let me end it for now. Now the next thing I like to do is I'm going to go back to hierarchy right up here and let's create a cube. This very cube, I'm going to make that 1000 by, I'm going to make this 100 and I will make this, well, I'm going to make this 100 while I make this 30. That's fine. Now the next thing I will do to it is to change the rotation. Let's make that 90 degrees. Okay, that's fine. So let's move that way. And let's just hold on to the control. You can right click here and create a duplicate, drag it aside. There. Okay, that is fine. Now, and I need my boat. To get my boat, I'm going to go straight into Windows. Let's select Asset Store. So right here in the Asset Store, I'm just going to type in boats. In fact, let me just call that free boat. And let's click on search. There we go. We have one of the boats that I would like to have here. So let's import that. Click on import and import our very free boat. There. Now there's another boat that I prefer here. Let's keep going. There we go. That's the boat that I want. It's more or less like a ship actually. So I'm going to, as soon as this is ready, I'm going to click on import. There. And click on import again. So I have my fishing boat and the other one is called USSP, something like that. USSP. They are both free. Here I've imported the second boat. You might not be able to see it. Let's move this up. Maybe we can see it now. Well, let's collapse some of this. There we go. And that is it. Okay, I'm going to close my asset store. Close tab, and in here I'm going to grab the very first boat, this very one. Okay, the fisherman, that is it right there. Just drag that and drop it there. Maybe somewhere here. Yeah, drop it right there. You might not be able to see it. I'm going to make the size about 16 by 16 by 16. Right there. Okay, so if you zoom out, there we go. That's your boat right there. Look at that. Okay. All right. You can see your boat right there. I'm going to do one thing, just click on the camera and just move the camera right on top of it. Yeah, so that we can see it properly. Yeah, that's the boat. That's fine. Select the boat and make sure the boat is where it's meant to be. On top of on the water. There. Now let's grab some more boat and just paste them inside the sea so that we know we have a couple of more boats. Make that 14 by 14 by 14. I'm just going to rotate that. Click on the rotation tool and just leave it right there. Now, the other boat I would like to have is the USS Big Boat. There we go. Click on that, and that is the boat. Yeah, I like those boats. And thanks for uploading that. Bring it here and here. And the other thing we need now is we don't need some houses. Yeah, have to go back to the asset store. And in here we need free buildings. Free buildings. Search for that. There we go. I'm going to grab this building here. And let's import that. Okay. And click on import. There, that's it. That's the building. Building apartments. Good. So let's look for more free building. I'm going to go for the White City one. Let's go right down. Here we go, White City. Double click on the White City. to download it. Click on download and get it imported. And click on import again. Once that is ready, import that. Okay, for now all of the assets that I need are in place. I have the Y City, building apartment, the fishing boat, and USSC. Okay, let's close this asset store for now. Now let's go to the apartment, building apartments, prefab, grab some of the building and just place it right there. Let's change the size of that building to 5 by 5 by 5 and grab the other one that's beside it. I'm going to make that maybe 6 by 5 by 5. Yeah, so I'm just going to copy both anyway and hold on to Control D, copy it. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to add the white city right here. I have the white city. Let's collapse all of these. Click on the white city, prefab, grab some of those buildings and just spread them around. Grab 4, increase the size of that, make it maybe 4 by 4 by 4. Oh, that's wrong. White city, I'm gonna make it 2 by 2 by 2. All right, just move it up a little bit there, and instead of 4, let's change that one back to 0 0 0. That was an error. Okay, that is fine. And I will just grab some more of those buildings, just put them in position, and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, I have enough buildings in there, so what I'm going to do now is just click on run and let's see how it's going to look like before we carry on with any further adjustment. Look at that, guys. Okay, so the tutorial is all about camera control. Let's click on the boat, select that very boat, and let's rotate the boat. Yeah, that way. All right, that's fine. Okay, I think that's good enough. I'm going to let go of that. That's fine. So the next thing I want to do right now, okay, is I'm going to select that very same boat. Okay, make sure the boat is selected, and it's also advisable you tidy up. So if you want to tidy up, well, I'm just going to ask you to do is you click on create, and let's create game object. This game object, I'm just going to call that game object building, so that I can get rid of some of the buildings all over the place. So just select the buildings and drag them straight into the game object, just to tidy up because it's everywhere. Right. Okay, I presume you get the whole idea of tidying up the whole, just getting the building inside one particular game object. Okay, all of the buildings are inside this game object now, so you see I can always collapse it. That makes it a little bit tidy. So let's select the boat that I intend to use for the camera. So first of all, what I'm going to do with this boat is I'm going to come right here, just click on the add components. I want to add rigid body there. Add a rigid body to it. You see the max? I'm going to make it 1. Drag is going to be 1. Angular drag will be 1. And use gravity. I'm going to check that because if I don't, the boat will just sink. So let's click on the add component again, and there I'm going to now type in script. The script that I'm looking for is going to be that of C#. So click on that. Let's give that a name. I'm just going to call it boat. That's the name of my script. Now click on create and add there. The script should be right underneath here. Let's collapse this so that we look for the script and get it opened. Let's come right down here. There we go, that's my script in there. So make sure it's selected now. Let's click on open. There we go, the script is coming up. Alright, now that C# is ready, the first thing I'd like to do now is let me declare the following variables. Okay, this one is going to be a public variable. So I'm going to get rid of the comments, so make that public. Float speed, and the speed is going to be 40 floats there. Then the next thing is I'm going to enter rate of turn, so let's call that torque rate. Okay, and it's going to be the same. Then the next thing is, let's say private rigid body. I'm going to call it RB. There we go. Now you see inside the void, this function void start, I'm going to say RB equals, let's get the components, and there we go. And this component that we want to get is going to be rigid body. Enter your parentheses and close that. Now that is taken care of. So let's come in here and get it updated. So let's say float. Let's float as follows. I'm going to say move horizontal equals input. So that's going to be input.get assets dot get assets, and that is going to be horizontal there. Enter a semicolon here, and the next one is going to be vertical. Copy that, paste that in there, and let's change these to vertical, VER, and right here and just type in vertical. Yeah, that's T. Okay, that's correct. So the next thing is I'm going to now use vector. It's going to be vector 3. So in the case of vector 3, let's say I'm just going to enter sailing there. Sailing equals new vector 3. And this new vector 3, we have the following argument. The first one is going to be move horizontal, comma. The next one is going to be 0.0 float, that is the y-axis, and the last one is move vertical. There, enter semicolon here. Now let's say add RB dot add torque, and that is going to be 0f comma, and we have move horizontal there. Here, multiply that by the speed and multiply that by time dot delta, so that the event happens immediately dot delta. Okay, comma F there. Now let's add. We want to add force to the whole movement. Add force, and in the case of add force, sailing, this very one, we multiply that by the speed and multiply that by torque rate right here, and multiply that by time dot delta, and that is it. So I'm going to try this out and make sure that it works. If it works, that'll be fine. Make sure it's saved. Save that, and let's go back to our Unity right here. So let's run it and see how that is going to look like. Okay, let's click on that and let's just have a go at it. Now, yeah, look at that. And we can turn left, we can turn right. Okay, now decision time. So we can now make use of our camera. So let's close that. One other thing that you guys need to know is we can always get the camera right inside the boat just like this. But guess what? That is not going to that's not going to be good enough, because if there's any other problem, look at it, we are able to see everything. Okay, but what we want is for the boat to be moving while the camera is following the boat, instead of the camera being the child of the boat. So what I'm going to do is move the camera out, make sure the camera is selected, and let's come straight up to add components. I just collapsed this, that's all I did. Add components. All right, and in there I'm going to just call that control camera. There, that is the name of the script. So I'm going to come in here, control camera, that's it, and make sure it is C#. Okay, click on create and add, and right here that's my script. Double click on that script or select it and click on open. There, and right in here, see, what I'm going to now do is just to enter the simple lines of code that will make this work. First of all, up here I'm going to enter a public game object. So let's say public game object, and this game object I'm just going to call it sail. There. Okay, that's the name of my game object. I will now come inside void stat, say offset equals, because we want it to transform the position of the very camera dot position. So minus sail, or shall we just call it boat sail? Boat sail. Okay, that's fine. Boat sail. Grab all of this so that I don't make any mistake and paste it here. This is meant to be offset. Right. Now, boat sail itself dot transform, and that will be dot position, then enter semicolon there. Okay, now there was supposed to be private here, private vector 3, and now my vector 3 I just want it to get offset. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now I now need to update this, but what I'm going to use is, instead of using updates, I'm going to use late update. So let's say late update. Let's get rid of this. In case of late update, I'm going to say transform position. Paste that in there. Transform position equals boat sail dot transform position there plus the offset. There we go. We have an error here. All right. Oh, okay, look at it. It's meant to be vector 3, not 2. There we go. That is it. I'm going to save that now. There. So let's go back into Unity. Click on Unity and let's come right in here. You see, where we have main, just click on main. Okay, and right here is asking me, if you look at that, boat sell. Yeah, which boat, what boat would you like me to sell? The fishing boat. Click, drag, and drop the fishing boat right in there. So if I run the program now, click on run. There we go. Let's see what's going to happen. Look at the camera following us independently. Camera doing its own thing. The boat is doing its own thing. Look at that. You see that, guys? And that is how you create your own camera control. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. And my guy out there, I believe I've been able to answer your quest or your request for how to control camera within the boat. So that is all done. And please do subscribe to my channel, and I'll be very happy if you guys can also join and become a member of this channel. You all have a nice day now. Suppose you enjoyed this beautiful, great tutorial. Bye for now.